Hello, Flosstube. Today is Saturday. Sorry, I'm moving my camera around. Saturday, August 10th. It is late in the evening, early in the evening, I guess. Not quite 4 o'clock. Here in Phoenix, it is my Flosstube number 346. Yeah, so I've been doing a little running around this morning, so that's why I'm getting to my update a little bit late. Excuse me, my nose. Today is, I guess, a little bit short because I haven't been. It's going to be a little bit short. I always say that every week. I haven't really done a whole lot this week. I've been working on mainly my cross-stitch camp piece. And I did a little bit on one of my WIPGO calls, just because I got a little bored. I guess it seems like I shouldn't say that about cross stitch, but excuse me. Refreshing beverage. But there are times when it's just a little bit. I hesitate to say tedious, but that's kind of what it can be sometimes when you have to do just a lot of like not very exciting stitching or not very challenging, just all the samey. But I'll get to that in a minute. So, this is kind of a recap. Didn't pad my time a little bit. I wanted to go over the other pieces I did for cross-stitch camp, since this is the last month of camp. And I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did before. So for the month of June, the challenge was, we're working with color this summer. And so Shelley Truax-Berger, the Colorado cross-stitcher, is the one who runs the camp and sets the challenges and things like that. So for this month, we were working with different colors. And so for June, the challenge was to take a monochromatic chart and put in like a little pop of color, some color change, one color change in this monochromatic chart to personalize it or whatever. So what I chose to work on was Shakespeare Peddler. This is Theresa Venette. What is it she called? Her channel is not Cat Lady, because that's Hannah Shaw. She's Kitten Stitcher, is that right? Golly, I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I had to differentiate between. Hannah Shaw is Kitten Lady and Theresa Venette is Kitten Stitcher, I believe. Anyway, she does cross-stitch designing under Shakespeare's Peddler. And she's also done some things with other names. But anyway, Shakespeare Peddler, she had a series of these, they're monochromatic charts. And I don't know, I think they're in different colors, but it's like all one color charts. So I have this Baskets and Bunnies chart, but I chose to do this one, which is Antique Cats. No, this is the wrong one. I had both of them because I was thinking about doing bunnies and baskets. But the one I did was, excuse me, let me get the chart here. The correct chart, which is Antique Cats and Crowns. And for some reason, I can't find it. Hold on 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. For whatever reason, I don't have it here. Oh, I think I have it here. 1 second. Yeah, here it is. Antique Cats and Crowns. This one. As I said, she has several designs, and Bunnies and Baskets is the other one I have. And this is Cats and Crowns. So this is the one I did. Antique Cats and Crowns. Because I like the kitties. I almost, like I said, I like the bunnies too, so I almost did that one. But I did Cats and Crowns. And what I chose to do is, it was all charted in jacaranda, which is a brownish color with the silk. And instead, I chose, I wanted it to be black because I'm not into brown that much. But then the crowns I did in étoile. So, and then the cat's part is done in, I want to say a rice stitch, which is, I think, let me see, make sure I'm not speaking incorrectly. Yeah, so it's basically you make the X, and then you make sort of a diamond shape around on top of it. Let me see. Rice stitches. So it's, there it goes on the floor. So it's an X and then like a diamond on top of that. And you can't really see it here, but that's what these blocks are. They're rice stitches. So I did all the cats in black and all the crowns in étoile. And then this little kitty, you can just see, has 3 little white hairs on his chest because, like a tuxedo cat, you know. I didn't think about it until I had already, you know, done all the cats. Otherwise, I would have maybe given them white paws or something. Maybe I could have given them all, made them all into tuxedo cats. But anyway, so I did a little bit of white on that one cat. So anyway, that was my June camp piece. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. And then my July piece, the challenge was to take a multicolored pattern and change at least 2 colors in the pattern to something that maybe either suits your decor or suits your tastes better or whatever. So I chose this pattern, Carrots Away by Whitley Quimby, Sugar Maple Designs. And this was from the spring 2024 issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And it's charted mostly in Southern Fried Floss, which is a brand I don't have. So I really changed almost all the colors. It has a little bit of, I always say this wrong, Classic Colorworks. Color and Cotton is the fabric. Classic Colorworks is the threads. It had a couple of colors in Classic Colorworks. It had Sticks and Twigs and something else. But I chose to change all the colors except for Sticks and Twigs. I used that. And the rest are mostly Week Star Works and a little bit of, but they're all fancy flosses. I don't know what they are offhand. But so, like, there's Dove, and this is Chalk. And Sticks and Twigs is the propeller color, and the inside of here, and then the black is Coal, I think. Yeah. So I changed all the colors. There's a little bit of Week Star Works is this pumpkin color here, and the lighter orange is I think it's Classic Colorworks. But anyway, so I changed basically almost all the colors. But it's cute little a bunny flying a carrot plane, dropping carrots. And yeah, the one thing you can't really see well is the little pinky color on the inside of his ears doesn't show up. There's not quite enough contrast. I kind of want a little more. You can see it if you're really looking at it close up, but it doesn't stand out the way I wanted it to. But anyway, otherwise I'm happy with it, and it's a very cute design. So then that brings me to the August challenge, which was just stitch something new to you. And I talked about this before. The Stacy Nash design, Calling of the Sea, comes with all these 3 designs, and I'm just doing this one here called Ship. And it's it's charted in all Week Starworks colors, and move this out of the way. And so this is the one I worked on the most this past week. And all I have left to do, it's almost finished. All I have left to do is the rest of the border here around it. I started with the beginnings of the border so that I could place everything. Starting with this little wreath here. And yeah, so I did everything except the rest of the border. And this is, like I said, this is all Week Starworks colors. So yeah, so I hope to finish it soon. Like I said, I got a little bit, tired of that, of just doing the border. It goes very quickly, but it's just kind of not that exciting, I guess, or something, I don't know. So anyway, that's what I have left to do on that, is just the border around the ship, and it'll be done. So to give myself a little bit of a break, I worked on my number 12 WIPGO call, which is Sheepish Manor by Chessie and me, and it came with this little picture of the finished product. And this is, like I said, Chessie and me. I bought this as a kit at the attic. I don't know if it's normally sold as a kit or if they had just kitted it up and sold it that way, but so this one calls for Smyrna crosses for the sheep, the black parts of the sheep, the tail, the head and ears, and the legs are done in Smyrna crosses, and then lazy daisies for the leaves here on the tree. And this, the one thing that's interesting about the Chessie and me designs is that they, as far as I know, always or almost always have some kind of specialty stitches besides just cross stitches involved in these designs, and it makes them a little more interesting. I've done, I think, two or three other designs by Chessie and me in the past, and they've always had, some special thing. I did one, it's another bunny, it's a bunny, bunny hill something, I think. And it's a bunny jumping across a hill, and there it has a little, what's called a Tudor rose on it, and then I want to say at least one other one, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this one has lazy daisies and Smyrna crosses, and so I haven't gotten to those yet, but to prepare for them, I watched a few tutorials, but I also have this little card that I got at Hobby Lobby some time ago. It's a pocket guide embroidery, right? And so in here there are little diagrams and stuff about different stitches, how to do them, and all that. And so they call the Smyrna cross, they call it a double cross, and I saw that when I was watching the tutorials. Some people call them double crosses because you make the X and then you make like a plus sign on top of it. Some people do it on top, some people do it underneath. I saw on the tutorials that I was doing, but here, yeah, it's called the And so they have, let me see, make sure I'm pointing at the right one. So they show with the penciled in sort of diagram, you make the X first. 1 and 2, there's the X, and then you make the plus sign over it, right? So, and then the Lazy Daisy, they also have in here. Along with various other stitches. They're, you know, like I said, they're mostly like embroidery style stitches. But here's the Lazy Daisy. Yeah, so anyway, so I kept keeping this in my project bag for this design, just so that, you know, because I think I've done Lazy Daisies before, but I want to make sure I, you know, have that just to reassure myself. And I've done Smyrna crosses before, so that's not a problem. But so this is where I am. I had done the house before. You can kind of see through it. I'd done the blue part of the house and this one little, I guess they're Quakers, I guess. But so I just had a little piece of this thread left, and these are all I want to say Gloriana silks. I think it's Gloriana silk. That it's charted in, and that were provided in the kit that I purchased, I believe. And it comes also with a Gloriana silks. And the model, it was stitched on legacy linen, 36 count legacy linen from Picture This Plus, and I think that may be what this is. It didn't. I don't think it said in the kit if it was anything different. But so so recently I had, like I said, a little length of thread of this blue color. You can kind of see where I carried the thread. Oopsie. But there's something behind it. I don't think you can see it as well. But then I did the windows and the roof, and I have the thread back here. So there's some chimneys on top of the roof, but I wanted to get to, I didn't do the rest of these little Quakers down here. I just did the black of the roof. I have not done the chimneys or these other Quaker things here. But I wanted to get to the grass, so I went just down this side here. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I want to do this tree. And then it also has, the chart comes with an alphabet, so you can put your own initials here in the grass if you want to. But then it just has like the outline of the grass, and so you just fill it in there. So anyway, I've made a little bit of progress. The white I have not yet done, the white of the sheep and the white of the door, and then yeah. So, but this was just a little bit of stitching on Thursday and a little bit on Friday or today. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was yesterday and today. I don't know. To finish a little bit of it. And the goal on this was 7 days. So, yeah. So the tree, there's a cat here. The tree is going to go right here on this thing. And then the daisies. So like I said, it's all the Gloriana silks that came with the kit. So it's very nice. So I put them all on little, floss drops with the symbols and the name. Yeah. So anyway, that is my number 12 WIPGO call. And so the other ones I have to do are the number 15 call, which is Starry Night, and then my secondary ones are also Starry Night charts. So I'm hoping to get them all, get a big chunk of those done, because like I said, the ship should be done very soon, maybe today or tomorrow, depending on what I do. I feel a little bit guilty because I should be actually working more on the house where, we still have a lot to do here. But, but I hope to, get some stitching done on finishing off that, the ship one, and then a little more stitching on the Sheepish Manor. And that leaves me the rest of the month really to do all the Starry Night stuff. It just depends on how things go. But yeah, so that is about it for all the stitching that I've done this week. It's not very much, but I'm hoping that maybe I'll have more to show next week. But it just depends on what I can get done. If you hear the pitter patter of little feet, it's the dog coming over here to lick my toes. So that's really all that I have for this week. I know this is a pretty short video, but that's the way things are. So I have no haul, no finishes, an almost finish with that ship. Like I said, it's almost finished. I just have to do the border and it'll be done. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. All right, thanks. Bye.